What's up, Internet? My name is Michael Cook, and this is Blue Giant Media. We're here to help you find, learn, and play the games that you love. Today, we're going to set up and play through Fox in the Forest by Joshua Buergel and published by Renegade Game Studios. We want you to get a feel for how long it takes to actually get it out of the box and get it set up, as well as get a feel for the rules so you can jump right in and get playing yourself. So, without further ado, let's ready, set, play. The Fox in the Forest is a two-player trick-taking game, which seems a little bit odd because if you have two players, you would think that you have a lot of ways to kind of predict exactly what it is that your opponent's going to do. But there are some special suits in this game that make play pretty interesting. So to start out, you can go ahead and open up the box, set aside these victory point tokens, give each player a scoring reference card, take the 33 card deck, and you're going to shuffle it up. Once you have the deck shuffled, you're going to be dealing 13 cards to each player and setting the remaining 7 aside, and then turn over the top card of that deck. That is going to be the basically what's trump for that particular, or at least for the time being, and then the rest of the cards there are going to be a draw pile. The thing that makes this game interesting, there's a couple things, but that makes the actual play of the tricks interesting, is there are 3 suits, and within those suits, different numbers cards within those suits are going to do different things that are going to change the rules. So you have to kind of get in your opponent's head quite a bit rather than just say, okay, well, I've got this many high cards, they've got this many low cards, and the trick does not necessarily play itself out. The other thing that makes things really interesting is the way things score. But I'll get into that once we actually play through a couple rounds. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Create a draw pile. Turn over 1 card. So this suit will be trump. While the bells are going to be trump, unlike some other trick-taking games, you are allowed to lead any suit that you want. So you can still lead it from the very first hand. You can lead bells, and that's okay. So why don't we go ahead and we'll set your hand face up so you can kind of look at them a little bit, and you can see how some of these cards have a lot of text on them. And that is one of the things, each one of those ones that has the text has a special ability that is tied to it. So there are 3 suits. There are moons, bells, and keys. And let's say that you want to go ahead and lead off with, let's see. Maybe you'll go ahead and lead off low, just because you want to see what's going on. So then it comes to me. I can choose, I have to follow the suit if I can. Alright, so I can choose to play this 3. So I will win this trick because it's a higher card. This one also has a special ability that says when you play this, you may exchange the decree card, which is the one right here that shows what trump is, with any card in your hand. So I can take this and take any card I want in my hand. And I will go ahead and do that. So I won this trick. I'll set that aside. So then I will lead the next one. And maybe I decide I'm going to see what I can do here. I'm going to play the highest card that I have in this suit. This is an 11, and it says that when you lead this, if your opponent has bells, they must play either the 1 or their highest. So you can kind of force them to play their 1, and there's a reason for that. And that is because the 1 says that if you play this, you lose this trick, but you get to lead the next one. So it's a way to force them to play that card so that you can kind of predict, okay, they're going to steal the ability to lead, and you can kind of draw that out. Otherwise, let's say, because I knew that I had the 1. So I play this one because I know that it's going to be able to draw out the highest numbered bell that this player has. So that forces them to play the 8. So I win another trick. Then I can go over here and say, well, now I know I've got the 10 that I had just taken from here, so I can play that. And maybe at this point you decide, well, I'm going to throw this one and I'm going to swap out this one right here. So you can kind of look and see what it is that you have the most of and decide, well, let's keep that as trump, but we'll get a little bit of a higher card in there. And I'm still leading over here. So I could still choose to lead with that same suit. I could choose to lead trump. Let's see. Interesting, but dangerous. So I will do this first. I'll play this 10. And you've got a couple things that you can do here. This 9 says, when determining the winner of a trick with only 1 9, treat the 9 as if it were trump. So you can play this, and even though it's lower, it is trump, and you get to win this suit, or win this trick. Or you could play this 1, throw the trick, but take control of the next one. And for the sake of what I want to illustrate at the end of this round, we'll do that so that you can throw that trick. Okay, then let's see here. Let's say I want to put this card out there. It says that the winner of this trick receives 1 point for each 7 in the trick. Well, on second thought, I don't want to put that one out there because I don't want to lose that. So we'll put this 8 out there. So you can play this 9. So you're going to win the trick, and it would have been trump anyway, so you can win that comfortably. Now, let's see what you might want to do. Let's say that you would like, well, at this point, I'm seeing something else that I want to do, so we're going to do that. You're going to take that, and you're going to swap that over, and you will see why. Alright, so now I have to, let's see. But I'm going to deliberately lose this trick so I can gain control, and now I will take this one. And you will play, oh, that's tricky. That sucks. That's not going to work out exactly the way I want it to. But we'll do that, and you win this trick. Okay, so then you might play, you might want to do this, even though it's a bad time for it. You can go like that. And that tempts me to win this trick anyway. And I'll show you why I mean anyway. And that's because, as you may be able to guess, I am trying to, and since I had a 7, I get to take 1 victory point. I'm trying to make this player go what is sort of like nil, if you are familiar with spades, and that is to be humble and force me to be greedy. And that is done by only winning a certain amount of tricks. So then it comes back over to me, and at this point, I see that that is trump, and I'm seeing that maybe I'm a little bit worried. Maybe I throw this card out there. That lets me draw 1 card, and then discard any 1 card to the bottom of the deck. So I can take that and get rid of this one. So you play that. You're going to want to lose that trick, so you pass that over to me. So it's still my turn. I will throw this out there, which lets me again draw a card. And I don't really want that at this point. All right, so you will go right underneath that again. And I'll sort of be deliberately foolish here. I'll lead that in hopes maybe I'm going to try and do the same thing you did to me and say, okay, yeah, here's the 7. You want to win that. But that is a perfect opportunity for you to get rid of that card, which lets me win that victory point again. But it also sets me up, so now I say, okay, well, I got to do that. You happily play this, which lets me win. I do this. You play that, which lets me win again. So now we look at the scoring for reference. So if you have 0 to 3 tricks won, you will get 6 victory points for being so humble. If you've won 4 tricks, you have been defeated because you have got the least number of tricks won between the two of us. However, you're not humble, so you just get 1 point. You can also be defeated with 5 tricks won, you get 2 points. 6 tricks gives 3 points, and then you are victorious if you win the majority of tricks, 7 and above. So 7 to 9 is 6 points. However, if you win 10, 11, 12, or 13 tricks, then you are greedy and you get no points. So you were humble and got 6 points. I was greedy. I get no points except for the 2 that I won from the 7s. All right, then we will take all of these again. Oops, I'll leave that there. We would take all the cards, shuffle them up, and re-deal. After you shuffle and re-deal, you will play a whole nother round, and you will continue playing until someone reaches 21 points. If at the end of a particular hand, you both have more than 21 or 21 or more points, then whoever got the most points in that last hand is the winner. If somehow between taking tricks and getting these point tokens, you got the exact same amount, then you'll go with whoever got the most points here. Although that's not specified in the rule book, if you want, you could just call that a tie completely. But that's what I would say is the tiebreaker of tiebreakers. Now you should have a pretty good idea of how long it takes to set the game up and a feel for the rules. If I left anything out or if you have any questions about this game, please let me know in the comment section below. While you're there, please let me know if there's any videos or games that you want me to do videos for. If you're looking for where to buy this and many other great games, you'll see a link in the comments or the description for macronovagames.com. While you're there, you'll also see a link for my unboxing of this, and keep an eye out for a review coming out soon too. Until next time, I want to thank you very much for watching. Please like, share, subscribe if you like what you see, and have a wonderful day.